What's up, y'all? My name is Seth Packan, and this is where small town brains talk about big city nonsense. This is Podunk Perspective. Podunk Perspective. We are back with my man Landon Wall. How we doing?
What is up, my man? Good to see you.
Dude, good to see you as well. You're an artist in town. Tell us where you're from and how you got started in music.
Originally from Greensboro, North Carolina. Actually Trinity, but Trinity has 6,500 people. So we have that on a good day. So I always just say Greensboro. But man, 336 all the way. When I was like 6. Got into music, 9 years old, found country music, decided to go to Nashville.
What was it like growing up there?
Man, a lot of getting stuck behind tractors. Subway in a cornfield. They've now built around it. Just being close to family.
Absolutely.
I went to public school until about second grade.
Okay.
And got bullied for being a musician. You know how that goes.
That's crazy.
And ended up being homeschooled and, just focusing on the music thing. But
Absolutely.
It was awesome, man. Down home.
So what did your first gig look like, or like the first time you played in front of someone?
So I started off in musical theater when I was probably like 6.
Okay.
And I went and auditioned for Sleeping Beauty, and I got the role of a guard. But I auditioned with Justin Bieber's One Time.
That's great.
I was like, everyone in there singing theater songs, and I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to roll in with a guitar that's bigger than me, and I'm going to sing One Time for these people.
I love it.
And we did that, but my first music dedicated show was at the Golden Bee in High Point, North Carolina.
Okay.
Little 7-year-old Landon walked in, and I said, can I do a show for you guys?
That's really cool.
And they were like, sure. And I just got a bunch of my family and friends to go out to the parking lot, rented a PA system for like 30 minutes and played a bunch of songs.
Dang.
It was pretty cool, man. It was fun.
Who are some artists you grew up on, or maybe that would influence your music today?
It's all been a music smoothie, man. Starting out, originally when I was like 6, my grandpa would drive me around and we'd listen to Motown.
I love Motown.
Dude, you can't beat
Hey,
it.
wait, sorry. That mic just cut out. Landon, your mic.
Hello.
Check.
Try it again.
Check. Hello. 1, 2. Hello there. Dope tattoos, dude. Hello.
Thank you.
1, 2, 1.
Mess with that cable on it and just kind of see it.
Gotcha, brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on now. Try again.
Hello?
Yeah, perfect.
Badass.
Check.
Just start with that question that you just asked about.
Motown. Start at Motown.
Yeah.
Dude, my grandpa, we'd ride around and listen to Motown. And it started off there. I was originally a big Justin Bieber fan. That's what got me into music. I was like probably 6, and my mom and dad took me to the Justin Bieber documentary at my local movie theater. And we saw that. And I opened the door. I was like, that's what I want to do for a living.
That's great inspiration right there, the Biebs.
Dude, I was a believer. Hardcore, man.
Yeah.
And I had the gold sneakers and everything.
Dude, yeah.
I was hardcore into it.
I remember his big thing was purple and stuff. So
I bought the shoes.
Dude, I'd
had
get
the purple Supras.
Purple high tops with the purple shirt and everything, the hat up like that,
I was a Justin Bieber impersonator, man.
Dude,
I
really?
actually was like a tribute artist.
That's crazy.
I got a job for it when I was little, and
Yeah,
I was
like,
like mini Justin Bieber at Legends and concerts in Myrtle Beach.
That's wild. Did you play a birthday for, or was it strictly
It was like an actual show.
That's
They'd be like
awesome.
Justin Bieber, and Lil Landon turned off the accent for like 15 minutes and did a bunch of Justin Bieber songs.
That's really cool.
It was awesome, man.
So how'd you land that gig? Or
Dude, I went to an audition. My mom was my manager and my dad was my manager growing up. And they were just looking on these young talent Facebook groups and stuff. And they saw something for the mini stars in Myrtle Beach. And they were looking for a mini Justin Bieber or something. I rolled up in a white leather jacket or like a white jean jacket, purple hoodie, white jeans. I basically copied the One Less Lonely Girl look.
Let's go.
Went in there, auditioned, I got the job, and I would just go to Myrtle Beach every weekend, and we would play on there's this park right next to the Sky Wheel. They had a little stage. We'd do shows there, and then I did the Legends in concert. It was crazy.
Did you get the girls like Justin Bieber?
Dude, little Landon, I was breaking some hearts, man. And then I fell in love with Hunter Hayes' music when I turned 11.
Yeah.
And I was a Hunter tribute artist for a minute, too. And that actually led to me meeting Hunter.
That's really cool.
Hunter invited me to play with him at Carolina Country Music Fest, and I did a whole rendition of Secret Love for 8 minutes in front of 22,000 people. It was freaking dope.
That's really cool.
It was fun, man.
So did he just reach out to you, or how did that happen?
I think the Mini Stars sent him a video of me doing it,
Got
and
it.
then his manager was like, this would be badass to do this on stage. And I got to meet him. Coolest dude ever, man. Such a good dude.
That's really cool. So, like, when was that moment, like, you knew, like, you wanted to move to Nashville and make the transition?
Man, I always knew I wanted to do music. So, like, when I was, like, 9 was when I heard Garth the first time. And then I found out about the Bluebird Cafe.
Yep.
And there was this like, show about young kids wanting to get in the music industry called Kids Take Nashville. And it's not a thing anymore. But that was kind of our chance. My mom and dad, they were like, you want to go to Nashville? You know, I was like, absolutely. So I went on Google Earth and I took a virtual 3D tour of the Bluebird Cafe.
Dang.
And I found which seat I wanted to sit in. And we went to Nashville. I did that thing, and they were like, okay, let's go to Broadway. And I would open my guitar case. I had this little cheap guitar. I was playing Fender T-Bucket.
Well, that's good.
And I opened the case, and I'd play for tips, and just fell in love with it, man. Got to play the Bluebird that Monday. I did the open mic, and it was crazy, man. It was awesome.
That's really cool. So, like, did you visit Nashville before that? Or
that was my first time.
First time.
And that led to us coming probably once a month. And then once a month led to I was here every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Then I was here pretty much every week.
What did that first songwrite look like in Nashville?
Dude, my first co-write was crazy.
Yeah.
I wrote over at Liz Rose's publishing house with my dad. I started writing with my dad when I was
awesome.
6.
So your dad's a writer.
He learned how to write to teach me.
Damn, that's really cool.
Dude,
that's a cool story.
They're the best. We started writing just versions of songs that were kid friendly because it's hard to do country music as a 9-year-old, you know. So we would do like Wagon Wheel, caught a trucker out of Philly, had an ice cream float, just stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we started writing our own stuff. And when I was like 13, we had a write with Phil Barton and Finca Wadma.
Okay.
And we wrote a song called Wheels. And dude, it was freaking crazy because I didn't know about the songwriting scene like that yet. So they're like, hey, come see us at our round at Douglas Corner.
And how old were you at this time?
I was 13.
13. Dang, holy cow.
And
that's wild.
We go, and Corey Crowder was in the round, Femke was in it, and Phil was in it. Phil played Woman Like You for Lee Brice, and then Corey Crowder did like Think of You for Chris Young, I'm Coming Over. I was like, whoa, let's write with these guys.
Yeah.
So that was my first ever co-write, and it was freaking crazy, man.
Dang, that's really cool.
It was wild.
So, like, since, you know, that first time you stepped in Nashville, how has it progressed? You know, what have you learned?
Man, it's just there's so many talented people here,
right?
And they're all just really good people. So just surrounding myself with people that I'm like, damn, you're a good dude and you're a good girl and you're talented as crap. I'd love to just pick your brain and learn from you. Right. So it's been cool just learning the process of networking and going to see rounds and just hearing names you've never heard before with some of the best songs you've ever heard before. It's been so cool. It's been fun. Turning 21 changed everything too. Because now I can go to rounds and not get kicked out.
That does help out a lot. I moved here when I was 20.
You know the struggle.
It was like I turned 21 in July. I moved here in April, so I had a few months of just like understanding of what people go through. You know, of like,
gosh, man,
I can make it into this bar, but not this one. Damn it.
There was a moment where I aged like 10 years in 3 months. So like I looked like a baby for the longest time, and then out of nowhere I grew a beard and I turned into a baritone from a tenor. It was like, what in the world? I aged like a salmon patty that got left out, dude. It was gnarly. Like it was absolutely insane. Then they didn't ID me anymore and they didn't kick me out. So
that's great.
Nice.
So like, tell us about the first time you stepped in a studio and like, you know, put out your first song and what that was like.
That was a crazy experience. My first single I released to DSPs was called Small Town Love. Okay. And it was originally going to be a duet with an artist, but she got picked up by a manager and Warner, and you know how that goes. The next thing you know, the duet was a lot more complicated than normal. So we ended up doing it as a solo. And I released it. It was my first time going to like a nice Nashville studio, and it blew my mind. We recorded at Loud Records. Okay. And I walked in, and the board was the size of my bedroom. I was like, oh my gosh. And we did that. That was freaking awesome. And my second single was Lost Boy. And that was my true, like, actual, like, I had a part of making that record almost. You know, I was playing all the guitar parts, and that was freaking awesome. That was fun.
Oh, that's really cool. So, like, like you said, your dad's a writer. Like, were your parents really pushing you to do music? Like, you know, are they musically inclined?
So I'm the only musician in the family.
Yeah.
There's a distant relative, Andy Griffith. He's like my third cousin.
Yeah.
So I mean, the Andy Griffith Show, I grew up loving that. So that was funny. But we have that. But they really supported me whatever I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So like there was a time in my life I wanted to do law enforcement. They were like, you know, go do it. We support you fully. Or when I wanted to play football and realized I wasn't an athlete, it's like they're like, go do it. But with music, they really always were like, whatever you want to do it. So when I went to Broadway, I would go play for tips for 5 hours on Broadway. And my mom and dad were my security crew. They were just sitting back, making sure nobody was being weird, and they would spend thousands of dollars getting me to Nashville.
Right.
And one of my proudest moments was when I was probably 9. I went to Guitar Center on Thompson Lane, and there was a top shelf guitar I fell in love with. It was a custom shop Taylor.
Hell yeah. And
I was like, I want that guitar. And they're like, we can't really swing that one, Landon. I was like, I'm going to do it. And they're like, what do you mean by that? So I put a little down deposit. Jeez, English is hard sometimes, y'all. You know how it is. But we did that, and I went out on Broadway, and I played for like 3 hours, and I made $1,800 in tips.
Go.
And they would take me every week to Broadway, driving from North Carolina, so I could make those tips and buy that guitar on my own. Yeah. And it was just, they always wanted me to be able to feel that sense of achievement and accomplishment, and it was freaking awesome. So they've been so supportive through the whole process.
That's awesome. What's the wildest moment you've seen on Broadway?
Oh man, this was wild. You know the Candy Kitchen?
Yeah.
So, Casa Rosa, I think is what it is now.
Yeah.
That was a boot store that I bought my first pair of boots at in Nashville in probably 2014, I believe. I was playing on the corner right there, right next to Jason Aldean's. You know the yellow wall?
Yep.
I'm playing there, and I hear this loud crash, and I look across, and that brick wall had just fallen from that like 1800s building into the Candy Kitchen through the window. And damn!
That was good.
Dude, that hurt.
Perfect time.
Oh, dude. But yeah, I was looking over here. Okay, bloopers, there you go. But I look over, and this whole building just freaking crashed into the kitchen, and I was like, holy crap. So I made it on the news. They were filming, and I was just in the corner. I was like, Mom's like, start playing, honey. You're on TV. And I start strumming my guitar and singing my little ass off.
That's great.
But that was probably the craziest thing. And then they turned it into Crazy Town, I believe is what it went to then. And then it was Casa Rosa. It was pretty wild.
What's your favorite spot to play down there?
Category 10.
Yeah.
I have recently started playing Luke's bar. And, dude, it used to be Wild Horse.
Yes, which was a great bar.
It was, man. But Luke killed it, man.
Yeah.
The Hurricane's so dope.
It's different. You know, it's different than the other bars down there. It's like a little bit elevated. It has the big floor, dancing lessons, you know, the whole
free
thing.
Line dancing lessons is crazy, man. Wild Horse, I love how much of Wild Horse they kept in there.
Right, which you got to almost, because it was a good bar. Like everyone said, you know,
it was freaking
people
awesome,
love
man.
that bar.
It was so dope. And when you're playing there, the crew there is so in touch with what they're doing, and they care.
Yeah.
Like the sound crew's like, hey man, how does it feel? The lights are like freaking crazy. It's awesome. So y'all need to go to Cat 10 if you go to Nashville. That shit's awesome.
Yeah. Who are some of like your artist friends in town, and maybe some people you write with a lot? And
man, I have, you know how it is. You build your circles, then you build another circle. And right now, some guys I've been writing with a bunch is David Michael. I absolutely love writing with David. For a minute, I was writing with Skip Black a bunch. Yeah. And man, I swear you asked me that, and all the names fly out of my head. I swear. I still write with my dad a good bit. John Pate's a big part of my camp. I've wrote a lot of songs with him. And
so tell us how it is writing with your dad, because like I feel like a lot of artists don't necessarily get to do that, you know, and I feel like it could be a very cool aspect of writing, or also hard.
Yes.
You know?
As I got older, it got harder.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I didn't necessarily want to talk about how I felt.
Right.
And, you know, that's a toxic trait for men. So as I got older, my dad's like, tell me how you're feeling. I'm like, nah, I don't really want to do that. But dude, now I've kind of gotten back to like where I've come around to realizing, dang, my dad's like such a cool dude. So initially it was me talking about what was going on. If there was a girl, if there was this, and my brother struggled with addiction. So my dad saw me go through all of that, and he really got it. And, but it was basically just me venting to my dad as my therapist. And then he'd be like, how does that make you feel? How does that do this? You know, does that kind of make you feel like this? And out of nowhere, my guitar just spawned in my hands, and I'd be playing chords, and then that's how I learned. Initially, I was more melody, and my dad would put lyrics down, and then it kind of learning from him, I learned how to craft lyrics, and it's awesome, man. It's the best thing in the world. I'm very blessed.
So how'd you learn how to pick up the guitar? Because obviously that's different than singing. To do both at the same time, a lot of people don't understand that. That's hard,
dude. It was a strange one because initially it was all Justin Bieber songs, which are very easy: E minor, A, C, B7, G,
which
D,
is crazy
E minor,
because
C.
like a lot of people would say the opposite of like country's easy, but like Biebs, he's got some.
He had some complicated stuff, man. He was like, the first time I played a B7, I was like, whoa, dude, this dude's like a jazz guitar player.
Right.
But as far as that goes, I started off, my dad taught me my first few chords, and then I just got infatuated. And, it's a little bit dark, but when things were going on with stuff at home with my brother, when he was having stuff going on, I'd sit in the closet and I'd play guitar.
Yeah.
And I just kind of bonded to it. It became my comfort. It was like a teddy bear for me. So I'd fall asleep with it in my hands. And it just kind of, I got so comfortable when I was playing it that I could drown out the noise. I wouldn't hear the crashes. I wouldn't hear anything like that. So it just kind of, God made it like my outlet, which was really cool.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. What's your favorite show or most favorite show you've ever played?
My favorite show I've ever played.
Like, damn, I'm doing something cool,
I would say there's probably two.
Okay.
My top show was when I was playing the Bluebird open mic when I was 13, and Kelsey Ballerini surprised me.
Damn,
And
that's
I had
wild.
wrote a response to Peter Pan with my dad. We sat down and wrote Peter Pan's response.
That's really cool.
So it was really cool. The whole thing's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And my dad would film every show, but it's the first time I've ever been speechless. I hear everybody in the back of the crowd being like, "Is that Kelsey Ballerini?" And then I look out and I'm like, I'm like, oh, it's real. And she came up and, dude, she's so sweet. She sang her version and gave little 13-year-old Landon a kiss on the cheek.
That's crazy.
Dude, I got so much acne on my left cheek that month, man. I was like not wanting to wash it off. I was like, dude, this is the one. But yeah, it was fun, man.
No, that's super cool. So tell us like what you got going on as of recent and maybe some songs you put out as of recent,
Absolutely, man. It pretty much, so I brought a manager on board, Erica. She's been freaking awesome.
Let's go. Yep.
Dude, my mom and dad were my managers for the longest time, and they're still definitely advisors. But, Erica had such cool visions for my career and really got what we were doing. And it just was truly a godsend. So we've been doing that. We've been doing the traveling songwriter rounds. We've been doing Nashville Emerging Artist Nights, which is where Erica started this round that we bring it to markets that don't really have songwriter rounds.
That's really cool.
And those people come to those things and they're like, whoa.
And they listen more than Nashville people, probably.
Exactly. Dude, playing for musicians sometimes is tough because, they just got off stage, they're having fun, they're networking, which I
Playing
get.
for drunk people sometimes is tough.
That's what I'm saying. If you can capture a drunk audience's attention, that song is a hit. Release it. If that room gets quiet, that's the one.
Right. Exactly.
But no, man, just been doing that. And I kind of recently leaned into a rock vein a little bit more. Yeah. And that's been fun. So my brother listened to a lot of metal growing up, and I didn't get it. Yeah. But then I started going to the gym and listening to that stuff, and I was like, oh my God, this stuff's awesome.
Are you mixing country with rock a little bit?
Yes, absolutely.
We're saying more Hardy, Co-Wetzel vibes.
Hardy, Co-Wetzel vibes with some, Limp Bizkit kind of things going into it. And it's been fun. I've been listening to a lot of stuff. Maybe not as hard as some of the stuff I'm listening to, but we're just having fun messing around.
No, I think that's the coolest part about Nashville is honestly, before I moved here, I was strictly just country. That's really all I listened to. Sure, I listened to a few other things, but not too much. Amen. But I moved here. I get a few years in, and I'm listening to all this different type of music now. It's not just country, and I feel like that's the cool part about Nashville is a lot of people just assume it's country music, but it's way more than just that. And
it opens your palate so much.
Oh, absolutely, especially all the different versions of country music now, right? It opens it up to that Motown or the soul or the rock or whatever it is. It's like, wow. It actually all blends together pretty well.
There was my song, honestly, Don't Even Know. I released that, and that one's so different than anything I had ever done. Yeah. And that was just me, literally. I sat down and I wrote that whole chorus down on a sheet of paper. I was in a bad relationship, dude. It was terrible. Damn. And I just wrote down everything I wanted to say to her that I knew I couldn't. And I was listening to Alec Benjamin at that time. Have you heard of him? Mm-mm. Dude, he's freaking awesome.
I'll have to check him out.
You need to check him out.
What type of music?
He's like this indie pop.
Okay.
He's 35, but he sounds like he's 17.
Let's go.
And it's got oh my gosh, what's his name? Passenger. It's got Passenger vibes to it. And dude, it's freaking awesome. You need to check him out.
That's really cool.
He's really dope.
So you had a song come out in 2025. It was a collab with a few guys. Tell us about that song.
Dude, we ain't the same, dude. That was fun.
Yeah.
It was my good friend Todd Cameron. I've been writing a lot of stuff with him, and I've been writing on the record quite a bit. And he goes, "Hey man, you want to hop on this one with me?" And it was this song we wrote because there's so many people. You know, you'll post something just about your lifestyle, and obviously someone's going to comment, "You got soft hands, brother." Like, you ain't as redneck as me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wasn't trying to make it a contest, but just, you know, it was us getting around, joking around about the, you know, nothing against them, but there are some people that kind of fake being a little more country than they are, and I get it,
absolutely.
you know. But like when you see them try to rig up a Texas rig, or you know, try to side in a 6.5, you're like, okay, maybe you aren't quite as redneck as you made yourself out to be.
Exactly.
So like one of my favorite lines in that song is, "If your Bass Pro hat ain't ever seen a cast, then buddy, there ain't no doubt we ain't the same."
That's really cool.
And it was just things like that are so much fun, and I had a blast being on that. Hayes is on that too.
Yep.
And Hayes was a writer on my new single "Call It." It's
Let's
just
go.
it was fun. It was my first time really getting in the studio with my buddies and just, you know, shooting the crap and having fun, man. It was
Absolutely.
awesome.
And you have another song, or you had a song come out to start 2026.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that one.
"Call It." It is my first single of the new year.
Let's go.
My first time trying to keep up with these young whippersnappers doing every 6 weeks. I'm
Yeah.
like, dang, this stuff is
It's
awesome.
tough.
But there's so many good songs coming out right now in this town. It's crazy. The talent's at an all-time high. People are putting it out at record numbers. So it's
How
kinda,
do you like mentally like handle that? Because obviously that can be really taxing on a lot of artists, you know. But like,
absolutely.
you know, how do you handle that?
Man, I write so many songs. It's kind of encouraging because my producer and me, Chris Utley, my producer, I got with him and I was like, you know, these guys are going fast.
Yeah.
And I have so many songs that just live in a Google Doc or an Apple Note.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, I have enough songs. And, I have enough songs that I believe in. I'm like, I can do it. I just got to put the time aside, and, you know, the content's kind of the thing that gets me. I suck at social media. I am not good at social media for a 22-year-old, I'll tell you that. But, you know, just learning the TikTok algorithm and stuff like that has been the most frustrating aspect of it. But it's also fun because, you know, chasing down a task and learning.
Well, I think the cool part, too, is in today's day, like, to become a big artist, you don't have to have the best looking content necessarily.
Yep.
You know, you can have this crappy old phone take a video of you, and the music hits right to the right people, and all of a sudden you have 20 million views on this video, and now people are turning it into streams. You know, it's huge.
Like on the Zach Bryan one that popped off, like heading south, like the dude was just sweaty in the back of a Silverado, and it's like the crappiest auto, but you're like, man, this dude's good. You know, it's just people just want something real these days, so it's been pretty cool.
And then obviously we can't talk too much about it, but you have another collab coming out this year. We can't say who yet, but tell us how this came to be, or maybe how the song got, you know, built.
Man, I've been writing a couple songs with said artist, and I love the voice. I love the sound. I love the way that they're leaning into everything. And,
Absolutely.
you know, I'm really a big fan. And that's one of my things. When I do a collab, I want to be a fan of the artist. And I wrote the song with a couple friends of mine, Fran and Skip, and it's definitely a different vibe. Absolutely. And I just felt like they would be a good addition to it. So it's going to be fun. It's we're going to start teasing soon, and I'm stoked about it.
Do you have a release date yet? Can we announce a release date or not yet?
March 13th.
March 13th.
Yeah, I'm terrible at reading lips. You heard it here. Landon Wall can't read lips.
No,
that's what I'm talking about, man.
Dude, that's great. And then you got more music after that coming out, or?
Oh man, we got so much music coming out, my friend.
That's great to hear.
I'm stoked, man. And it's all going to be kind of a natural progression into the rock stuff. So, you know, something I loved about what Hardy did with Mockingbird and the Crow was the gradual change.
Yes.
Like you see like the font change to uppercase, and you're like, oh crap, we're making a turn.
The split face, you know.
Exactly.
I've always said, I think if there was a bar like Winners and Losers, it should be the Mockingbird and the Crow.
Dude, that'd be so smart.
And do like a country side and a rock side, and that's how the bands fit into the bar.
That's genius.
Right?
Somebody talk to Big Loud. Somebody talk to Big Loud. Put him on the marketing team.
No,
that's what
seriously,
I'm talking about.
I've had this idea since he came out with the album, but I mean, like, it fits that winners and losers vibe of like,
That's so smart.
One's painted all black, one's painted all white. On the inside, it's all wood, built,
That's genius, actually.
Could be
That's
really cool.
I like that, man. That's dope.
So you brought your guitar today. I
did.
think we should get to some music.
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it. Hey, Podunk Perspective, we are back. Landon Wall is going to play some songs for us. What's this first one you got for us, my man?
I think my first one I'll do Ain't Doing Jack.
Let's do it.
So, I wrote this song right here with my dad and a buddy of mine, John Pate. And this was actually my first write with my dad in probably about a year because he had been out of town for a minute. And this one means the world to me. This one's coming out sometime later on this year, and I'm stoked about it.
Let's go.
I've been busy doing a whole lot of nothing. I've been sitting, caught in my wishful thinking. I ain't wasted, 'cause I be wasting time on a bar stool trying to find her in a glass. I did all I could trying to get her to stay, but the more that I pulled, I just pushed her away. All the proof was all the proof I needed to know she ain't coming back. Yeah, since she been gone, hell, I ain't doing jack. Getting by, at least I could say that I've been trying. But to tell you the truth, hell, I'd be lying if I said I don't miss her, and I don't wanna kiss her goodnight. I did all I could trying to get her to stay, but the more that I pulled, I just pushed her away. Then the proof was all the proof I needed to know she ain't coming back. Since she been gone, hell, I ain't doing jack. Oh, Jen, it's the worst that I've been. Turned my back on my friends till she burned all our bridges. Took them out from an inch, guess she ain't on that fence anymore. Yeah, since she been gone, hell, I ain't doing jack, yeah. I did all I could try to get her to stay, but the more that I pulled, I just pushed her away. That all the proof was all the proof I needed to know she ain't coming back. Since she been gone, hell, I ain't doing jack. Oh, Jen, it's the worst that I've been. Turned my back on my friends till she burned all our bridges. Took them out from an inch, and she ain't on that fence anymore. Since she been gone, hell, I ain't doing jack. I ain't doing jack. Yeah, I ain't doing jack. Yeah, I've been busy doing a whole lot of nothing. I've been sitting, caught in my wishful thinking. I ain't wasted, 'cause I be wasting time on a bar stool trying to find her in a glass. But I ain't doing it, Jack.
Holy cow, that's great.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you, brother.
That's a great tune.
Thank you so much, man.
So, did you write that one with someone? Did you write that one by yourself?
I wrote that with my dad and a buddy of mine, John Pate, back in 2022.
Hell yeah, man. That's a great song.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
So, like, what was the inspiration behind it?
Dude, I was, like a lot of song titles come, I was in the shower.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I ain't doing Jack. I used to say I ain't doing Jack all the time. And I was like, oh, like Jack Looker. Why has nobody done that yet? Now it's been done now. But, I was late to the punch with releasing it. Mm-hmm. But, the Josh Ross one's killer, and I love Mason Thornley as well. So, I sat down with them, and I had that chorus and that melody, and I was like, man, I really think this one feels like authentically Landon Wall. So we're looking forward to
I think
releasing it.
well, I think that one trumps them all, man. Like you said,
Thank you,
there's a lot
brother.
of songs out there about Jack, but that's a great tune.
Thank you, my
seriously.
friend. I appreciate that so much.
So what's the second one you got for us?
Man, we'll do the single. This one right here is Call It. I
Okay.
wrote this one with my buddy Robbie and also a friend of mine, Hayes. Have you ever listened to Hayes?
Yes, dude. I'm a big fan of Hayes.
Dude, Hayes is the man.
I know. I need to get him on here.
Dude, I
Hayes-
think he moved back down to Florida, didn't he?
Well, he needs to reach out.
He needs
Let
to
me
get
know
on
when he's
this.
back in town.
I will,
Because
man. Dude, one of my favorite voices, man.
he's got some good tunes. What a picker too, by the way. What the hell?
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. I'm a thumb picker, actually. So my dad bought me a thumb pick for the first time because I kept dropping my picks in the sound hole, and it would sound like a maraca at the end of a show. And my thumb actually didn't grow in right because of how long I've been using them.
Damn.
So yeah, my thumb, I got a toe thumb because of this crap. But it's worth it. Grind don't stop. But this one right here is called Call It. This one's on all platforms if y'all want to go check it out. There we go. Try not to think about your leaving, but I can't help myself. Don't give a damn about your reasons, 'cause it still hurts like hell. I spend my time stuck in rewind, just hoping that old cell phone rings. Still wonder why your last goodbye won't leave my memory. I've been all in, wrapped around your finger since you walked out and put me through the ringer. All the reminiscing got me missing you lately. So call me if you feel the same way. If there used to be my side, I beg it's cold. If the being alone all night's getting old, girl. If you ever get to missing me at all and catch yourself falling, yeah, you get calling. I can't forget that first time feeling up and pulling in your drive. Feel like I barely even breathe when you put your hand in mine. Most of the time I spend my nights just staring at that phone, but I'd say tonight's the perfect time for you to come back home. 'Cause I'm all in, wrapped around your finger since you walked out and put me through the ringer. All the reminiscing got me missing you lately. So call me if you feel the same way. If there used to be my side, I beg it's cold. If the being alone all night's getting old, girl. If you ever get to miss me at all and catch yourself falling, yeah, you can call it. Yeah, you can call it. Yeah, I'm still all in, wrapped around your fingers since you walked out and put me through the ringer. All the reminiscing got me missing you lately. So call me if you feel the same way. If it used to be my side, I beg it's cold. If the being alone all night's getting old, girl. If you ever get to miss me at all and catch yourself falling, yeah, you can call it. Yeah, honey, just call it. Yeah, you can call it.
Hell yeah. Let's go, man.
Little radio song for you.
Did you write that one recently, or was this?
I wrote that one probably mid-2025, so it's pretty recent.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, that was a fun ride.
Who did you write that one with?
I wrote that with Hayes and Robbie. I'm sorry, Robbie, I can't pronounce your last name, so that's why we're on a first name basis. I'm too redneck for that last name. It's like Italian or something, you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They're good dudes, man.
So how'd you get connected with Hayes and get in the room with him?
Through Todd Cameron.
Okay.
So I met Todd from writing for his project, and we ended up writing We Ain't the Same. And he goes, hey, man, I think I'm going to throw a third artist on We Ain't the Same, because originally it was just a duet.
Right.
And he goes, I think it'd be really fun if we did it kind of like,
Hell yeah.
what was that one that Thomas Rhett's on and Justin Moore? And
Oh. Yeah, I know what you're talking
You know the song.
Yeah.
But we were like, you know what? Just three good old boys just hanging out and singing about being country and shit. So
That's really
we did
cool.
that, and that's how I met Hayes. And really talented man, dude. He's a good dude too. Good dad and good future husband now. But yeah, good dude.
Let's go. So you got 4 songs for us?
If that's cool with you,
Yeah, let's do 4. Absolutely. I love that. Thank you.
dude. Appreciate y'all having us. By the way,
Dude, thank you for coming on. Obviously, thank you to Erica for reaching out. We've known each other for a little bit, so
That's freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Dude, she's such good people.
Yeah,
Good people,
you're in
man.
good hands, bro.
Oh yeah.
So, what's this 3rd song you got for us?
This is one of the most personal songs I've ever written. So this song, my mom and dad sold my childhood home recently.
That's tough. I can't. Like, my parents are still in my childhood. I can imagine.
Dude, it's so weird, man, because now I just went back home.
Right.
My wife and we recently got married, and that was my last time I got to stay in my childhood house. And we just went back, and it's the new house, and it's so interesting, the difference. But growing up, I touched on it a little bit earlier, but my brother was an addict, and a lot of things happened in that house that are some of my darkest moments, and also had some of my highest moments in that house, like from the last time I saw my grandpa on Christmas morning. And just stuff like that. I really wanted a song to get this out of my chest, because for us, it's like a journal, as songwriters, and it's definitely something that was weighing down on me. So went in, and I wrote this with my friends, Fran Latursky and Michael August, and this one's called Dream House. And we're releasing this sometime soon, so I'm really excited about
That's
it.
a cool title.
Appreciate it, man. Man, if there ain't some stories this two-story could tell. It's on the market, but there's a part that you just can't sell. 4-bed, 4-bath with an HOA outside looking in. You guess they got it made, but man, damn if there ain't some stories this two-story could tell. And it could be yours, the new home of your dreams. 2-car garage, 3,500 square feet. All brick, new roof, driveway wraps round, but this listing's leaving some things out. If these walls could talk, then they'd tell you how I lost a lot of sleep in your dream house. There's a couple holes in the walls that wasn't picture frames. The pencil lines on the pantry don't show them growing pains. Yeah, we rolled up the rug that we swept the hurt under, but Sherwin-Williams can sure work wonders. For sale sign, corner lot down on Falcon Way. And it could be yours, the new home of your dreams. A 2-car garage, 3,500 square feet. All brick, new roof, driveway wraps round, and this listing's leaving some things out. If these walls could talk, then they'd tell you how I lost a lot of sleep in your dream house. It was Christmas mornings by the fireplace. It was Grandpa's Durango in the driveway, holding hands at the table every Sunday. Yeah, I guess that place had its good days, but that walk-in closet was my hideout. From things a 6-year-old shouldn't have to find out. It's by the grace of God I'm even fine now. It bittersweet seeing that for sale sign out. But it could be yours, the new home of your dreams. Only 20% down for 20 years of memories. All brick, new roof, driveway wraps around, but this listing's leaving some things out. If these walls could talk, they'd be screaming now. I lost a lot of sleep in your dream house.
The shit, bro. Holy cow.
Appreciate it, man.
That's a
Thank
great
you,
song.
Appreciate it.
That's
man.
going to be huge.
I appreciate that, man. It's heavy. It's one that's kind of hard to get through on stage, you know.
Yeah.
I played that one for the first time at Listening Room, and it's hard for me to break down on stage, but I did. It's
Well,
tough.
you know, and I think the sad part, but the cool part about it all is it's a relatable song. And
Absolutely.
you're going to have so many people come up to you after shows and be like, that song hit, bro.
Dude, I had someone come up to me and say, man, that the 6-year-old line really hit someone home, and I was like, man, I never realized just how many people could relate from such a personal song.
Especially, also, like, too, it's like you're singing about being on the other end of that. You know, a lot of people sing about being that person in that, you know, bad state of mind, but, like, you're witnessing it, you know? And it's like,
Amen.
There's going to be a lot of people that connect to that.
Yeah, man. It was probably my favorite aspect of Dream House is the fact that all of my family are pretty much real estate agents. So we wrote it from the aspect of, and the crazy thing about it is my brother actually sold my childhood home.
Yeah.
So my older brother ended up being the listing agent on that and selling it. So it's pretty crazy. So I'm imagine Ryan's perspective on it's probably pretty crazy too. But
Yeah. Dang.
It's pretty wild, man.
That's pretty wild. And did you write that one by yourself, or
I wrote that with Michael August and Fran Latursky, and
that's
man, that was a safe room. I felt to bring that in.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's important, right? You know,
You can tell. You know, when I went in and I was like, this is a different one. This ain't country radio, but this is my story, and I feel like I need to get it out.
I think there's something to be said about that, right? With people like Jelly Roll and stuff coming into the scene, that is radio.
Exactly.
You know, it's people are tired of what money is pushing down their throat and not what they want to hear. You know, and people can relate to that, like I said, you know, and it's just it's a great song.
We're definitely leaning towards more of an audience-fed experience. So, like, giving the people what they want, not just what money buys, you know.
Exactly.
So that's what I've been looking forward to, is figuring that aspect out on social media so I can get it to the right people. But yeah, it's been fun, man.
Yes, sir. That's great. So what's this last one you got for us?
Dude,
Fourth one.
I'll give you the option. Do you want one that we wrote about Beth Dutton? A love song to Beth Dutton, or would you rather have another story song?
Definitely want the Beth Dutton one.
Let's do it.
But I will give you the option to play both.
Dude, let's do the Beth Dutton song. We'll end it on a good one. We'll end it on a happy song for you guys, because that one was a little bit sadder. Let me make sure I'm in the right key for you. So I sat down with a couple friends of mine, and we were heavy into the Yellowstone. And dude, that was such a good show.
Yes.
That was a killer show. But
Oil Man now too.
oh man, dude. You know they're coming back with that Marshall show too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But basically, we sat down and we were like, we wanted to write a love song to Beth Dutton, which is quite a task.
There's a lot of Beth Duttons in Nashville.
There's quite a few Beth Duttons in Nashville. And frankly, I think my wife has a little bit of Beth Dutton in her too, because I'd be having to walk her out of some altercations.
That's
I'm
great.
like, they ain't trying to fight you. They're trying to fight me. Like, get me out of here. I have nothing to do with this, my friend. But this song right here has been really cool. I've been playing it live for probably the past 1.5 to 2 years, and everyone seems to really like this one, so I think we're releasing this one at some point.
Let's go.
You know, this one's called Save All Your Crazy. Here we go. I know you wanna go out, you wanna roll that crazy train south. Before you let that tiger out, maybe hook it on a chain. Got a neon look in your eyes, could take a night, set it on fire. Get it burning blue in a wild, dance them all into the flame. I already know what I'm in for, and we ain't even walked through the door. Save all your crazy for me, spend all my money at the bar, burn through the credit on the card, let out the gypsy in your heart. But save all your crazy for me, wear out the rebel on your sleeve, but hold back the devil underneath. Just promise me till we leave, save all your crazy for me. Save it all for the ride back home. Lose it all when we're all alone. Let it go when the clothes are gone. This ain't the first time, won't be the last. You go 0 to 100 fast. Save all you crazy for me. Spend all my money at the bar. Burn through the credit on the card. Let out the gypsy in your heart. But save all you crazy for me. Wear out the rebel on your sleeve. But hold back the devil underneath. Just promise me till we leave. Save all your crazy for me. I already know what I'm in for. And we ain't even walked through the door. Save all you crazy for me. Spend all my money at the bar. Burn through the credit on the card. Let out the gypsy in your heart. But save all you crazy for me. Wear out the rebel on your sleeve. But hold back the devil underneath. Just promise me till we leave. Save all you crazy for me.
Let's go. Landon fucking Wall, man.
Appreciate you having me, man.
Dude, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Go check out Landon on all platforms. Go hit him up on social media. Go see where he's playing next. You know,
Amen.
He might be in a town near you. Landon, dude, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, brother. Cheers, man.
Appreciate it. Podunk Perspective, we out. Thank y'all for tuning in to Podunk Perspective. We drop new episodes every Monday. Till next time.